Hello again, guys. So this is another problem that is just summation of forces times distances, basically. Uh, I don't know. Anytime that I look for something and I'm not sure about what I'm talking about, I just look for the whatever that part is. And I say here skew caster. You know, a caster is just basically a rolling mechanism that helps you move something. It could be part of cars or carts or furniture or anything, and it says askew because obviously it's askew, it's not just vertical or horizontal. That's why it says that. So besides that point, the question is asking just to find the resultant moment with respect to the point A and with respect to the point B. So starting with the point A, the only thing that I need to do basically is find these distances working with this geometry triangle here, like that. And I know this angle is 60, so I know this angle is 60. Meaning, I know that this part is going to be 1.25 cosine 30, because this is 30. If this is 60, this is 60, and this is 30 here. Either you say cosine 30 or you say sine 60, which will be the same thing. But I'd rather working with this cosine 30 here. And this other distance will be then 1.25, which is the hypotenuse, multiplied by sine, sine 30 degrees. Now we have everything that we need. Let's start with the vertical force, 80. Remember, vertical force must be multiplied by horizontal distance. Horizontal distance is 1.25 cosine, no, sine of 30. And now you study the movement, the rotation. If this is like that and I apply only this force, it's going to rotate in this way, which is counterclockwise. And we didn't define that, but now we're going to do a summation of moments in A equals 0, and I'm going to say counterclockwise is positive, meaning this is going to be positive as well. For the other one, which is the horizontal force, we need a vertical distance. Vertical distance meaning this one, and that will be 125 cosine 30. You have it there, 1.25 cosine 30 degrees. And then you do the same thing. You apply the force, you put your finger at the point A and apply the force and see the direction of rotation. And the direction of rotation is counterclockwise, meaning positive. In other words, the summation of moments at the point A due to those forces will be just the multiplication of this, 80 times 1.25 times sine 30, close parentheses, remember always, plus 10 times 1.25 times cosine 30, and then you will get 60.83. 60.83 units pounds per inch, and because this is positive and we assume that positive was counterclockwise, it will be counterclockwise. Done. I mean, I could keep working on this page, but I'd rather starting afresh in the new page, because the geometry, I'm not going to say that it's more difficult, but certainly is, I'm going to put this page somewhere else. Uh, Not more complicated, but slightly more complicated. The forces are going to be the same. So I need now to find this distance, because from the point B, this is the vertical distance to 10, and I need to find this distance because from the point B, this is the horizontal distance to that 84 over there. So we proceed in the same way, but we need to find those distances over there. How do we find those distances over there? Well, in the previous drawing, let's see what happened. Let me start with this one. I'm going to put a horizontal line here, from here to here. You see that? That horizontal line is going to be from the point A to this point horizontally. But this is not the one that I'm looking for. Now I'm going to keep working with this triangle, and I'm going to have, this is the triangle that I drew before. And right now I'm wondering, why did I have to do this again? I didn't have to do this again. I could use the same one. So this one, we calculated before, we determined before that it was 1.25 cosine 30, and this one, we say that it was 1.25 sine 30. So for the force of 80, remember, we need this distance. Now we have the total one. Do we? Well, not yet, but we can, because if this angle is 60, and this is, if you look at this triangle, this angle is 60, that one will be 2.5 sine 60. And this one will be 2.5 cosine 60. Now we have everything that we need. Let's start with the vertical force. Summation of moments at B, and I'm going to say the same thing, counterclockwise positive. Let's start with the force of 80. So I'm going to have 80, that's the force, times the distance. We need this distance. Well, we know the total distance from here to here. That's 2.5 sine 60. And that will be this, right? Now I have to subtract this one. Because if you are here and you subtract this, you get the distance that we're looking for. And this one is what? 1.25 sine 30. That will give us this distance. Point B, force, rotation in this way, clockwise. Clockwise is negative according to our convention. Now, let's do the, the other one. The other one will be the force of 10, 10, and I need the vertical distance from here to here. And that vertical distance is comprised of this distance, or 1.25 cosine 30, so this distance plus this distance, 2.5 cosine 60, plus this distance of 2. That's the distance. Point B, the force is applied in this direction. Rotation is counterclockwise, meaning this is going to be positive. And we just need to solve that. Calculator. Negative 80 times parentheses 2.5 sine 60. Close that parenthesis minus 1.25 sine 30. Close that parenthesis for the sine and close the other parenthesis for the term, plus 10 times parenthesis 1.25 times cosine 30, close the parenthesis of the 30, plus 2.5 times cosine 60, close the parenthesis for cosine 60, plus 2, close the parenthesis for the term. And that will be negative 79.88. 79.88, but it comes as negative. Same amount, I mean pounds inch. And what does the negative means? The negative means that we assume it was counterclockwise positive. That means that the force, the moment at B would be magnitude 79.88 pounds inch, but it's going to be clockwise because at first we assume counterclockwise as positive. You see, it's very easy. Now, if you have those units, I know those units are not the base units. You should convert that maybe in pounds per foot and with the correct prefixes. But the problem is not asking anything about that. So I think that is a good solution. It's just geometry, guys. Nothing else. That's why you have to be really good in geometry for solving these type of problems. Keep watching, keep learning, and I'll see you in the next video.